Alright, AP, happy Friday. So in this video, we're gonna finish number 14, the last problem on our Unit 4 review doc. So please have that open in a different tab so that you can follow along as I read through the problem. Number 14 says, a voice activated monitor can be produced at a cost of, and then you have the cost function given to you. So C of X is equal to 1600 plus 20x plus 0.001x squared. Okay. Now question A says, find the marginal cost function and use the function to estimate how fast the cost is going up if the company produces 1,000 monitors. So how fast the cost is going up. In other words, that is the rate of change when the company produces 1,000 monitors. So that right there, the context, right, it's important because it tells you that problem A is just asking you to find C prime of X. So the marginal cost function, meaning marginal, the change between each unit produced, right, that would be the marginal cost function. So the derivative, okay? That's also provided to you in the Unit 4 reference doc as well. So for problem A, first thing I want to do is just find C prime of X. 1600 is a constant, right? So then 20x becomes 20, and then 0.001, right? Take that 2, multiply by that, and then subtract 1 from the exponent. You'll get 0.002x. Okay? So there's the marginal cost function. And so then, how much is the cost going up when they produce 100 units? You're literally just plugging that in to here. So use your calculator. And when you do that, you'll get 22. Okay, so two answers here. They wanted you to find the marginal cost function and then C prime of 100. Okay, 1,000, sorry, C prime of 1,000. Okay, question B says find the average cost function. So that's a C bar of X, and evaluate C bar of 1,000. Explain the meaning and context of the production of the voice activated monitors. So that's also given to you in the Unit 4 reference doc. C bar of X, or average cost function, is the cost function over X. So first thing you're going to want to do is simplify the cost function then. Over X. So here's the cost function. And then all or each term over X. And then you simplify it. So then average cost will be 1600 over X. Can't do much there. 20x over X, that becomes just 20. And then this over X becomes 0.001x, like that. Okay? And so then the average cost at 1,000, okay, will be 1600 over 1,000 plus 20 plus 0.001 times 1,000. So then you put this in your calculator, and you'll get 22.6, about the average cost. Forgetting my dollar sign. Okay, so that's B. Question C says, suppose the monitors sell for $35, write the profit function and use it to compute the marginal profit if 1,000 monitors are produced and sold. So sorry guys, let me mute my phone here. Okay, so it says suppose again the monitor sells for $35, write the profit function. Okay, so the profit function, okay, is, remember, the revenue function minus the cost function, also given to you in the Unit 4 reference. Okay, they're telling you that, so we know what the cost function is, right? That was provided to us. For the revenue function, they told you suppose the monitor sells for $35. Okay, so the revenue function then would be 35x, because if the monitor sold for $35, well then 35 times the amount of units sold. Okay, so 35x minus then the cost function, so 1600 plus 20x plus 0.001x x squared. Okay, so let's just simplify this real quick then. Well, I have to distribute this negative in, right? So this will be negative 20x. So then 35x minus 20x, you get 15x, minus 1600 minus 0.001 x squared. Okay, so then there's the profit function. They wanted us to find that. So here's one answer, and then they want us to use this to compute the marginal profit, right? So the marginal profit, how much is profit changing with each additional monitor sold? So then how much is it increasing, right, or decreasing? That would be a rate of change, and so then you're finding the derivative now of the profit function. Excuse me. And if you find the derivative of the profit function, the derivative of 15x is 15. This is just a constant, so it goes away. This right here, multiply the exponent, subtract 1 from the exponent, you get minus 0.002x. Okay, so there's that. Now they already told us what would be the marginal profit, or they're asking us what would be the marginal profit if 1,000 monitors are sold. So then all you have to do from here then is just take the marginal profit function and plug in 1,000 monitors are sold. Like that. Okay, so type this in your calculator, and you'll find that pi prime of 1,000 is 13. So the marginal profit at 1,000 monitors sold is $13. I keep forgetting my dollars. Okay. I just realized too, I think in question B, it says explain the meaning in context to the production of the voice activated monitors. Okay, that's this one right here. Forgot to explain it. So you'll say the cost on average the average cost function, yeah, the cost on average to produce 1,000 monitors is $22.60. Okay, so yes, for question B, that's actually my mistake, but make sure, right, if they do ask you to explain anything in context or whatever it is, make sure you do so. Okay, next, question D. D and E are actually together. Question D says, how many monitors should the company produce in order to maximize their profits? Right, so we're familiar with this one already. If they need to maximize their profits, that means pi prime of x would hit 0. Right? So then we'll need to solve this, and we already have the profit function from the previous problem. We found pi prime of x to be 15 minus 0.002x, right? So then let's set that equal to 0 and solve for x then. That'll tell us the maximum amount of units they can sell to maximize profit. That's when profit will hit 0. That's when they should stop. So subtract 15 from both sides. Divide by 0.002. Do that in your calculator. They're both negative, by the way, so you'll get a positive answer, of course. You'll get 7,500 units. Okay. And then question E says, what is the maximum profit for your answer from part D? So then all you got to do then is, if you know this is how many units will maximize profit, then all you got to do is go back to the profit function. Alright, we found that in part C. That was part C, where's my other paper? Yeah, we found that one to be 15x minus 1600 minus 0.001x squared. And so then you'll take pi plus 7,500. Like that. Okay. And use your calculator, of course, and you'll find your answer to be $5,400,650. That's their profit for selling 7,500 units. Alright guys, that wraps it up. So the first document on reviewing Unit 4 is done. We're going to spend a bit more time though on Unit 4, definitely next week on Monday, so we can look at some more related rates problems. Okay, but this is it for today. Make sure you submit your notes, and see you guys next week.